course, I've sent you and I've given through your aides letters that would explain everything that's going on. What I do want to say before I ask my question will be something totally different, is 2 weeks ago, a state senator in Warren County finally woke up, and exactly what I wrote in one of the letters I sent to you. He wants to float a bill that will give every district in New Jersey $7,200 per student, which is exactly what I've been crying for on the board. Every child is worth the same no matter where they live. So he finally woke up, and I hope that follows through with everybody else on the legislature. I said I would bring up something new. I believe it's the Silo Act, which allows builders to convert from a assisted living or adult communities on the basis that they cannot sell their properties, and the legislature is allowing them to convert it to families. The law is written that when they give approval, whether it's voted down by the township and approved by the judge, they're allowed to build family communities without any consideration to the impact on the school system. Now, we have a fabulous township here. We have fabulous leadership. They control our taxes. They control everything that goes on in town. This act takes the control away from our elected officials. What happened now is there was a builder, and I won't mention him, just came up in front of the planning board. The original plan was 328 adult homes. He states he can't sell it. Therefore, he applied under this Silo Act to make it family community. All that they care about in this law is the amount of bedrooms and the amenities. 328 family homes at an average of 2 children per home is close to 700 more students to go to our schools, and our planning board was not allowed to turn it down because of the impact on the schools. My question to you, Governor, is if this act allows to remain, and all it does, I want you to understand also, is this builder did absolutely nothing to promote the sales of this development, while adult homes within in this community are selling. I live at Regency, 70 homes a year. Stonebridge, we just found out over 70 homes a year, yet this builder states he cannot sell them. So a builder can come in, ask for a variance, as it's going to be adult community, which most towns, of course, will approve, and then not do anything for 2 years to promote it and come and say, hey, I can't sell it. And then they go they get turned down at the town, they cry to the judge, and the judge says, well, you can't use school population to vote it down. Who's going to pay for all this? The law, that act must be changed immediately before it kills our town and other towns like us. Thank you, Governor.
Well, what the hell do I say to that? I don't know, it sounds like a pretty good argument to me. I mean, listen, you know, the fact of the matter is that on issues like this is why I continue to say, you know, that we've got divided government, and there's lots of laws that have been passed over time that I may not agree with, that we've got to go about starting to change. Now, you know, fact of the matter is, you've got representatives here in Middlesex County. I think all of your elected representatives at the state level in Middlesex County are all members of the majority in the legislature. If this is something that really matters to them, believe me, they'll have it on my desk. I mean, they don't have any, they can do whatever they want without one Republican vote. Not one. The only one they need is mine when it comes to my desk. And so, the real question is, what are you all going to do? You know, if you think that this is something that is as dire for Monroe as you're laying out, and I have no reason not to believe you, then what are you going to do to get it changed? You know, it's not as if you live in a Democratic mayor here. It's not as if you live in a Republican county where you know they say, well, those Republicans in the legislature, they won't listen to what we're doing. I mean, you know, you have a town with a very prominent Democratic mayor that is represented by Democrats in the legislature, who are in the majority in the legislature, who can get done whatever they want to get done, without regard to anybody but me. So my point to you is, if you can make that case as compellingly as you just made it to me, to your elected representatives in the state legislature, then they should wind up landing a bill on my desk that does something to try to change those things. You know, despite all the different, yelling and screaming around the state about, my style and whether I am dictatorial, let me assure you, I only wish, fact is, we've got two branches of government that have an opportunity to do something here, not counting the judicial branch, and people got to stand up, and they got to do something different. And if they don't, then you should vote them out. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, that's the ultimate term of it. So, I may have spoken long enough that it stopped raining. So that's...